Let's do this one again.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
Hey everybody, my name is Old School Nerd. Welcome in. Go to oldschoolnerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to help support the channel. We appreciate every single one of you, and the merchandise store. We're doing one that everyone's like, oh my God, you gotta go check out Imminence's new song, Hiding it, Heaven and Hiding. It is so beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. They're like, no, dude, the song. I'm like, oh yeah. We did a reaction originally to Imminence. It was a studio performance, and I really enjoyed the instrumentation, the arrangement, the complexity, and there was a little bit of violin in there, and I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting the violin. Well, apparently the violin is very much a focus of this band. Now before you think, okay, violin, metal, you're like, this isn't Yellow Card. No, it's not Yellow Card. Yellow Card is more of a rock punk style, ska, SoCal kind of feel when they were out there. Now that they're retired, it doesn't really matter on this one. But Imminence has a very, I'm not going to say folk metal because they're not. This is not like some of the other bands that are that folkish metal, that European folkish metal, Germanic and Nordic, Scottish, Irish folk metal that you hear. There's no hurdy-gurdies in this. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff, but I think Imminence is more along the lines of they're bringing the violin in as an acoustic tag into amazingly elaborate metal music, which I'm interested in. So the new song is called Heaven and Hiding. Everyone's messaging me going, you got to do this one. You got to do this one. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm like, okay. All right. Done. Gosh. Obsessive, man. I'm telling you. Let's kick this up. All right, here we go. Right off the bat. We'll turn that up. It's very beautiful.
I see the wolf beneath the skin, darkness rising from within, a secret heaven in hiding, can find the silver lining. Nothing left to say. These bleeding scars won't congregate. Is this the price I have to pay? What do you want?
Very different than the last one. The last one had a little bit more aggressiveness to it. That was Paralyzed. It's a really beautiful balance. I'm trying to think of a way to say this and not offend someone. This music is not for everybody. Okay. At the same time, this is a song that you can play for anybody. Okay. This song could be played on the radio in the US. The song could be played on any number of Sirius XM channels, right? This is a song that could be in a soundtrack of a movie. This is a song, this is a song that someone could play, Do you see what I'm saying? It's very broad appeal. However, if you've paid attention to some of Imminence's other work, you're like, this is different. And it is. We're just at the beginning. So we're only a minute and a half in to a 4-minute song. Now, could they go aggressively fast? Yes. Could they go complexity of musicianship to a metal rock level? Yes. I've seen them do it. Could they stay in this pocket and just tell a love story of heaven in hiding? Yes. Do we know which one they're going to do? Absolutely not. This is why I'm going to shut up now and let them do so. You're welcome.
I pay the piper, so set me free. How do I hold my heart on my sleeve when I can't stop myself to beat? I see the wolf beneath the scale. Darkness rising from within. A secret heaven in hiding. Can't find the silver lining. Another day that pain remains.
The chorus does bring in that heavier rock metal kind of feel to it. However, it's still staying within the time signature and the storytelling portion of the song being an intimate power ballad. I hate to use the word power ballad because every time I use the word power ballad, another song with the word heaven comes into mind. And that's that stupid Warrant song, Heaven. So please do not get that twisted. The arrangement of the chorus is very pop. Do not take that wrong. Do not take that the wrong way. It's a familiar sound where the scaling and the arrangement do these inflections through it. It's very telltale of a romantic connectionarial song where both any person from any genre or any gender can go, I relate to that. Now, when bands do this, there's going to be people in the comments that are going to go, oh, they're just trying to do it for radio play, da 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 da. No, it's an artistic expression, okay? If you're listening to the words, if you're looking at the story that's being told, it's an intensely personal story. Sometimes you can't play Cannibal Corpse and expect people to understand the emotional, okay, if Cannibal Corpse or Brain Drill did this song, you're not going to get the intimate meaning of it because you're going to be too busy going, what the hell, because it's their style. So I really like this song. Have I heard a lot of songs like this? Yes. Does the violin at the intro make it unique? A little. But I've been talking to a few bands lately, and a lot of these songs have come out of COVID, isolation, and lockdown, where they do all the stuff that everyone expects them to. For instance, Torrential Rain, another band from Europe, busts out with these intricate, layered musicianship pieces that make you go, how did they do that? Oh, wow, man, those guys are just going nuts. And then their last song was just a, hey, this is us having a good time, feel good song. And you're like, what? And then when I asked them, I literally asked them, and they were like, we just didn't want to be, stereotypical this. Again, we wanted to do something different. The Again, I've said this in a couple of other reactions. I think one of the only positive things that has come out of the lockdowns and the pandemic and stuff is that it makes bands take a moment, stop, sit down, inner reflect, and they come out with these different themes, different ideas, and they step out of their box. To me, are there any really good things that came from the lockdown and the pandemic? Probably not, but this is probably as good as we're going to get to a silver lining. That bands are literally stepping out of what everyone expects them to do and just giving us something a little different here and there. And it's interesting. I think that's one of the reasons why Hypa Hypa has been so huge, because they've taken that song and they've literally bastardized it into every genre imaginable at nauseum, to a point where you're like, I don't want to listen to this damn song anymore. But at the same time, you're like, hey, it kind of works because all these other bands are jumping in on it from all these different genres, and you get to find these bands. A lot of people I know have never heard of We Butter the Bread with Butter, but I have before Hypa Hypa, their remix. So when it comes to bands like Imminence, bands like Ad Infinitum, Wintersea, Torrential Rain, you're going to see differences coming out of the pandemic in their writing, coming out of their stylings, because there's been a lot of time where they've been pondering, and through stress and through adversity that everyone's been dealing with comes greatness. That's not me saying that the pandemic is great. I'm just telling you that throughout history, some of the greatest creativity we've ever seen has come out of loss, has come out of some of the greatest art of all time, ever, comes out of loss, duress, stress. That's where artistic fire and spark comes from. So let's continue on with this. This is Imminence, Heaven in Hiding. And it's different than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be another one of those intricate musical scores that I had to go back and watch 2 or 3 times to see everything they're doing. It has not been that way so far, but the message and the story that's going on are captivating. So let's do this.
Will someone reconstruct my brain and draw the poison from my veins? Do I have myself to blame? What do you want from me? I pay the piper, so set me free. How do I hold my heart on my sleeve when I can't stop myself to be? I see the wolf beneath the skin. Darkness rising from within. A secret heaven in hiding. Can't find the silver
Okay. I've been duped. It was all part of the storytelling. Imminence is still imminence. Okay, so the last minute of that song, that's what you can expect. The drummer was slowly building that rhythm, those hits. It was building and building and building, and then it's all part of the story. It starts with peacefulness and it ends in chaos. It starts where everything is quiet and he's trying to stay hidden, and everything is very I Am Legend versus where it's like he's trying to avoid whatever it is he's trying to avoid. And he's trying to stay as quiet as possible, as intimate as possible. He's just getting in there, and he's the heaven and hiding and the soft violin and stuff. And then as his desperation gets higher and higher, he gets closer and closer to it finding him, to it catching up with him. And then at the end, it's just kind of either a fight for survival or a fight to get away. But then the intensity that you can expect from Imminence was there at the perfect point for the story. That's really good. It's a really good song, and it's really good storytelling. It's probably one of the better storytelling arrangements I've heard this year, from a storytelling perspective. Man, I really like that. I'm gonna watch it again. You guys go. I'm gonna watch this again. You guys go check it out for yourself. Click the little link here at the end of this. Check out Imminence, Heaven and Hiding. The link to this video is in the description below. Check it out. My name is OldSkuleNerd, and I'm gonna do this again. See you later. God, that's so beautiful.